We in the game. Last round, running up the court.
Oh, good read.
Yeah, we in the
Brilliant
sports.
run from
Dribble
Walker.
down, running up
The
the court.
footwork of Stacey Fluhler. Fluhler with a skip. How many times can you say a name in one match?
And in goes Walker.
And hold us down.
Oh, heavy collision.
The last shot and we in the game. Like,
Walker's over.
I'm in the game.
And Stacey Fluhler, too good.
We in the game. We in the game.
Essentially the best all-round player in the women's sevens game right now. Stacey Fluhler, congratulations. World Rugby says that. That's what you are. Tell me, run through it. What was different about this season, say, to last season? What made the difference for you?
Probably just the game time and the opportunity the coaches gave me in terms of our culture. That all stayed the same. We're a tight-knit group and we have good game plans. We have lots of faith and trust in the coaches. So as long as we go out there and do our job, our individual role, then collectively we're usually pretty good and usually get the win.
Stacey, congratulations. Difficult times at the moment. I believe that sevens and 15s in both male and female are different sports. You've just been nominated as one of the best, but how do you keep yourself ready if the Olympics go ahead next year? I mean, how are you coping? You're 15, sevens. How do you do that?
I guess it comes down to, for me, the passion of the game, and if you love what you're doing, then being able to transition between the both probably comes a little bit easy for me. I've worked a lot on my mindset and attitude towards playing rugby, so adapting to the different skill set from sevens to 15s. That's sweet for me, and I know we have a lot of support behind the scenes in terms of trainers and coaches who help with that change. So yeah, I just love rugby, and I mean, if you love doing what you do, then everything else just falls into place.
Hey, congratulations, Stace. Well done. Wonderful achievement. I just want to go on there. I mean, it is a disruptive year, and the fact there's so much uncertainty also with the Olympics. Do you focus on the Olympics? I know you love rugby, but do you focus on the goal of the Olympics, or is it the Rugby World Cup later on, next year?
Oh, you always have to achieve the first goal, and yes, Olympics is definitely first on the list. So yeah, focusing on that, but this exposure and being able to play club rugby and Farah Cup at the moment is a huge honour, and I think that's only going to help if I do get the opportunity to play at the World Cup here in New Zealand next year. So yeah, focus mainly on the Olympics, but knowing in the back of my head that I've got a lot of work to do behind the scenes to be able to adapt to both codes.
With the international game being suspended at the moment, of course, the sevens program on hold for now, this Farah Cup becomes critically important, and of course, it seems as though the game continues to grow. You've had a couple of weeks of it now. What have you noticed about this year's competition? And is it the same usual suspects, or all of a sudden are different teams putting up their hand?
Well, I think the younger girls coming through can take a lot of courage with the Blackfern Sevens and 15 girls coming back and being able to play for our provinces. They're usually quite shy, but we try and make it a welcoming environment. Yes, we might be Blackferns, but we're also just normal people who just love playing rugby, just like them. So sharing our skills, our knowledge, and to be able to help grow the game with them around, I think is very important for us within New Zealand.
Recently, professionalism has come into the game, Stacey, and is there pressure now to choose between sevens and 15s? I know that there's a lot of players that transition, probably more in the female game, there's more transition players. That's sort of gone out of men's, but any pressure for you to just concentrate on one from anyone?
There is sometimes that pressure, but what I'm extremely grateful for is the transparency that the 15s and 7s coaches have, the good relationship they have, and backing New Zealand rugby in terms of allowing us to change between the both. I'm dreading the day where we are only allowed to play one code, because I absolutely love 7s and 15s, but don't want to think too far ahead about that just yet. So yeah, there isn't that pressure. I mean, but we at the end of the day, we can only control playing the game we love, and if we're not allowed to play the other, then that's kind of the sacrifice you have to make in the end.
Stace, here's a bit of pressure for you then. You're the MVP, you're the shizzle, okay? Is it, you're going to get asked this, in 15s, is it centre or wing? If you got to pick which position, what would it be? Come on.
Oh, my heart's for centre. I've played it my whole life. This wing business is new to me, and I haven't got the ball as much as I'd love to yet. But yeah,
Welcome to our world.
I love being in that centre position.
So did Mills eventually. So did Mills eventually. I know you've had a session with David Galbraith, mental skills tonight. Is he the one that's just got you you're just smiling away? Obviously you're just loving what you're doing right now, and the fact the life of a professional rugby player, it sits nicely with you.
Oh, that's exactly it, Jeff. I told you before, when you love what you do, then you just enjoy everything. And I'm 24 years old, a professional women's rugby player in New Zealand. Usually get to travel all around the world, but that's a little bit on hold at the moment, so that's okay. But controlling what I can control and playing Wharapama Cup for Waikato right now is making my heart happy. Not looking too far ahead because there's so much uncertainty. But when the opportunity does come to put on that black jersey again, then I'll be ready to go, because I know deep down I'm working hard behind the scenes.
And with an attitude like that, that's why you're a champion.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us. You put a smile to our faces. Absolutely. Good luck, stay healthy, play well, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. Congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.